Hey guys, welcome to my show.
And also, welcome to my life in general, you know?
Now guys, for safety reasons, I did check out OnlyFans, okay? I checked out some of the performers on there. It's your boy,
Arun Brown,
here with another one. I'm recording this a little bit late at night. I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole. There's a lot more here, and it's actually pretty interesting, and it kind of spans across a bunch of different, crap. It makes you say to yourself, what? And
what?
There's a pretty interesting article about this in Forbes. I end up on Forbes a lot. I don't know why. But they have a pretty good article about the majority owner of OnlyFans, and he is a character. I will say that. He is something of a character. He's like a very old school, like, click scammer, like a click farm scammer. And he would do this hilarious thing where he set up a bunch of these websites where it would be like, hey, we got hacked passwords to porn. So the guy's name is Radvinsky. That's actually pretty,
Party
name. Radvinsky. Radvinsky was particularly aggressive. Looking through the Wayback Machine's website archive, Forbes uncovered 11 such sites, all created in the late 1990s and early 2000s by Radvinsky. They included Password Universe, which in 2000 published a link directing web users to a site claiming to offer pedophiles more than 10,000, quote, illegal preteen passwords. In 1999, a site called Working Passes had a link for, quote, the hottest underage hardcore. And here's a twist. He wanted to vary it up. The hottest bestiality site on the web.
It is disgusting.
Okay, I've gone back to like the drive time radio vibe. Here's the twist to this though, but there's no evidence that any of Radvinsky's sites actually linked to child pornography or bestiality. Instead, the sites appear to have been a way for Radvinsky to earn money by charging his partners actual porn sites for every click. So he was just like just a click scammer, but he was like, his target demographic was like pedophiles. It was a scummy business, but it was a profitable one. One of Radvinsky's sites was bringing in revenues of $5,000 a day in 2002, or $1.8 million for the year. So there's where he got the money to buy OnlyFans. In a lawsuit against Radvinsky, the plaintiff stated that Ultra Passwords, his company, presented the deceptive image of providing, quote-unquote, hacked or stolen, I like that they were like, hacked means stolen, passwords to get free services from other pornographic sites, but which is in fact a lucrative affiliate referral site. Yeah, he was an internet scammer. This was the yeoman farmer of our time. What is this crap all over my shirt? Look at this. Did I have this the whole time? Just like a cartoon of an internet scammer cretin. Radvinsky remained elusive during the nearly 20 years between the start of his sex link farm businesses and his purchase of 75% of OnlyFans. In the early 2000s, he created a handful of sites linking to celebrity sex tapes and My Free Cams, a site that claims to be the world's #1 porn via webcam service. He also got sued in 2003 and 2004 by Amazon and Microsoft in Seattle for alleged spam campaigns that used the Amazon name and Microsoft email tools to offer spam recipients, quote, free money from the government. So he's like the Matthew Lesko of like early 2000s internet creepdom.
You don't have to start a rock band to become rich. You just have to know about all the free government money programs that you're eligible for. Come on!
OnlyFans really grew in popularity during the pandemic when people couldn't really go outside, and also people needed money. People were desperate for money, so they uploaded a bunch of OnlyFans porn. So they're the only reason that OnlyFans is worth a bunch of money now. So it's not surprising that this guy who's basically just like an internet cretin.
One weird trick.
He's that kind of guy. I don't think he's going to understand or care about the nuances of, hey, maybe the people who actually built this thing the reason that people actually come to this thing and why it grew in value, he's not going to understand the nuances of like maybe they should have some say in this. He just wants to cash out of this thing as quickly as possible so he can. So the other really interesting thing about this OnlyFans thing is this kind of falls under this weird war that's been going on the past couple years against just porn. So this really started in 2018 with a law called Sesta Fosta. You've probably heard of this. And the claim from the people who came up with this bill, the claim was that it was about fighting sex trafficking. And there's a bunch of articles and research about this, but here's one that kind of sums up what happened. This is from a website called antitraffickingreview.org. This short article presents in brief the findings of a community-based sex worker-led survey that asked sex workers about their experiences since the closure of Backpage and adoption of FOSTA, which is a law we were just talking about. It shows that the financial situation of the vast majority of research participants has deteriorated, as has their ability to access community and screen clients. It concludes that FOSTA is just the latest example of the U.S. government using anti-trafficking policy and restrictions on technology to police already marginalized people. And these laws have really done nothing to do anything about sex trafficking. This is from Insider. Congress's awful anti-sex trafficking law has only put sex workers in danger and wasted taxpayer money. And it did have bipartisan support. Part of that, I heard somebody talking about this, and they said basically like, and this is how these evangelicals are really scammy, tricky these people. But the really cynical thing of attaching sex trafficking to this is that no one wants to say they voted against a quote-unquote sex trafficking bill. It has made the lives of sex workers, the very people the law hoped to protect or pretended to protect, more dangerous. FOSTA Sesta holds websites accountable for any sex work facilitated on their platforms. Sex workers can no longer share information or warn each other away from violent clients. This is what it does. It just shoves them into the margins, the same with what they try to do with abortion laws. And one of the groups, these kind of like weird evangelical groups that's been really pressing for this, is they always have these weird names. Exodus Cry. You might have heard about this, but this is truly, truly bizarre. I'll read you some quotes from these people. Exodus Cry, founded by a member of a Christian dominionist ministry, which has advanced anti-gay, anti-abortion, and anti-Semitic views.
Anti-gay, anti-abortion, and anti-Semitic views.
One of the people who works for this organization, current job title is Director of Abolition. Director of Abolition at Exodus Cry. Quote, a faith-based organization modeled on the character of Jesus. Exodus Cry uses abolition in the sense used by anti-sex work groups, meaning the abolition of the sex trade, including prostitution and porn, by means of criminal law. So this is like, it's just so cynical and so creepy, because there's a part in this article, I'll put a link to the article, it's a New Republic article where this lady who writes about sex work wrote this really good article. It's so, I would say, it makes me really actually want to
Beat a kid in Walmart.
And sometimes I think I might even want to.
You go in the middle of the woods. You go in the middle of the woods.
But it's so cynical because they're using something really serious, which is sex trafficking. Horrible. Probably the worst thing ever. Sex trafficking. As a little like Trojan horse, like a cynical little creepy Trojan horse to push their little demented anti-porn agenda. It's a full moon right now. And I think the wolf's about to come out.
It is disgusting.
The Daily Beast did a thing on this too. Inside Exodus Cry, the shady evangelical group with Trump ties waging war on Pornhub. So then you get to the Trump evangelical connection, and now you have a law like this that's really directly leading to situations like the OnlyFans. You can also tell these evangelicals are really serious about this fight against sex trafficking because they elected this guy. Totally good. Good job as always, guys. Doing a good job. Yay, guys. Yay, America. And here's the guy who kind of came up with this thing, got the ball rolling on these laws that are, directly leading to situations like the OnlyFans thing. Joshua Hawley. Call him by his full first name, out of respect, okay?
You're welcome.
Okay? This is great. So this really ties the whole fake... It's truly demented. Like, pretending to be crusading against something as serious as sex trafficking when you really just want to get rid of porn and marginalize sex workers is... But anyway, here's the quote from this guy, Josh Hawley. They uncovered a recording of him talking to some demented weirdos, some weirdo pastors or some goofballs. And here's the recording that they got. Quote, the sexual revolution has led to exploitation of women on a scale that we would never have imagined. Never have imagined. Oh, so he was doing a little... Never have imagined. His Ted Cruz pastor crap. Never have imagined. Never have imagined. Holly told the crowd, quote, we must deliver a message to our culture that the false gospel of, quote, anything goes, unquote, ends in this road of slavery. It ends in the slavery and the exploitation of the most vulnerable among us. It ends in the slavery and exploitation of young women. And remember, he started with the sexual revolution. Unless we have demented, repressed, weird view of sexuality, then ba-ba-boo-ba. I'm Josh Hawley. This is shaping lots of people's lives. That's fine. That's fine. This is I'm going to look at the camera for this. This is a message to evangelicals. We've been hearing about you guys for a lot. What's going on with you guys? What's wrong? What can we do? What can we do to help you? So there you go. I mean, that's what's driving so much of the stupid crap that we have to deal with is these demented right-wing lunatics all the time. These people who they do this.
Disgusting.
So it's kind of interesting, the economics of OnlyFans too, and really everybody's saying, all the memes are this is going to destroy OnlyFans. I mean, this guy wants to sell off that internet cretin, that old school click farm cretin wants to unload this thing and get his money. Get this. Get out of this and get this. So they're going to make it non-porn now, and it's kind of like, okay, well, that's the only reason that's the only. Do you get it? That's the only reason anybody goes to this thing, which leads us to some of the economics of OnlyFans. Here's an interesting thing about this. Almost all money is made by the top creators. And this makes sense. This is similar to everything on the internet, where if you already have a following. So if you think of some of the big people on OnlyFans, it was like the bathwater girl or whatever. People who already have a following, they were like, also, you can see me naked.
You can see my tuchus.
And people are like, yes, I know who you are. And then they go to OnlyFans. It's a great model. If you want to get some of this on OnlyFans, you can follow what's the girl's name? The Catch Me Outside girl. So you get on Dr. Phil. You clap that ass of Dr. Phil on TV, on national television. You shine that bald head of his, like Cash Me Outside did. People know who you are. She's like a millionaire from OnlyFans. The Me Outside girl.
You're kind of like a snotty-faced bitch.
The median account makes $180 a month. So most people don't make anything. But here's the thing about that. That means if you're not one of these Cash Me Outside whatever girls, if you ain't doing all this,
You're kind of like a snotty-faced bitch.
that means you're working very, very hard to get anybody to find you on OnlyFans. It's very similar to YouTube and all this crap, which makes just kind of like pulling the plug on these people who have worked so hard to build a following is extra, add a lot of insult to injury. So, in the end, it's really the the workers here who are getting the short end of the stick from both these evangelical lunatics and these weird people are using something as serious and as horrible as sex trafficking for their weird sexual hang-up. The workers, the people who put all this content up, have to deal with that lunacy and have to deal with the fact that the guy who owns this company is a click farm scammer who will do anything for one of these. So hopefully some of those people were able to build a committed audience and that they can take with them, hopefully. But they're still going to have to deal with all the Sesta Fosta evangelical lunacy-ridden lead crap that is affecting all the way up to the credit card processing. It is
Disgusting.
Thank you, Rick. May I call you Rick?
Weird.
Oh, I guess that's a no. Well, guys, thank you so much. And remember,
I'm Michael Barbaro.
and thank you for listening to my
Political views.
Bye-bye. Hey everybody, and thanks so much for watching this video. Like all the other YouTube and podcast perverts, I now have a Patreon. Every week on this Patreon, I'm uploading 2
Exclusive.
Patreon-exclusive shows. They're like real shows, more produced, more edited.
A behind-the-scenes show where I reveal all my secrets, and a show where we go deep on an important topic that you will want to know about. Also, you get the daily and complete live show audio-only feeds. And at the top level, for only 25 bones, you can become a producer. These people that you're seeing right here make this program possible. Without them, nothing. It goes right in the toilet, right in the trash, and we set it on fire. Ooh, these are the most beautiful people of my whole life. Look at these people. Are you kidding me? Yeah, right. Good, nice try. Good, nice try. Good, nice try. It's these people who make it work. So please, for Christ's sake, become a patron. Bye-bye. Love you.